I'll be going through the answers quickly, so make sure your course book is open in front of you, and please stop and rewind the video as you need to. So, got your book open in front of you? Are your answers in capitals? Want to know why the answers are the answers? Then let's go. For question number 1, it's a tricky way to start off this word formation exercise. Looking at the language pattern, it's not evidently clear what kind of word we need, but the type of word we do need is actually an adjective. And because it's an adjective, we've got two possible choices. We can either say titled or we can say entitled. For question number 2, we've got a verb pattern here. It's part of the present perfect. What do we need here? We of course need the past participle, and the past participle in this case is halved. For question number 3, a couple of clues that tell us what kind of word we need here. First of all, the obvious one. We've got an adjective before the gap and we don't have the noun that adjective is modifying. Secondly, let's have a look at the language pattern. An opportunity for real, what, plus verb. Well, in this case, it's pretty clear that not only do we need a noun, but we need a personal noun. And it has to be a plural personal noun to fit the context. What's the answer? Enthusiasts. For question number 4, what tells us that we need a noun for this gap? Well, it's the plural possessive pronoun before the gap. Each possessive pronoun must have a noun. This one doesn't, therefore this must be a noun. What's the answer? Expertise. For question number 5, what's missing from the first part of this sentence? We've got a subject, their loss. We've got a number of objects. But the thing that's missing is, of course, the verb. What's actually happening to these objects? How is the subject affecting these objects? Well, we need the verb, and we need the verb in the correct form because we've got to have subject-verb agreement. What's the answer that we're looking for? Threatens. Question 6, easy peasy. Just before the gap we've got an article, but we don't have the noun to which that article refers. So what is the noun that we need? Perception. For question number 7, exactly the same rule as we've just seen for question number 6. We've got the article, we don't have the noun. What's the noun that we're looking for? Diversity. For question number 8, what kind of word do we need here? Well, we've got a big clue before the gap where we've got an adverb, sadly. Now, we know that adverbs modify both verbs and adjectives. If we put a verb form in this gap, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So it must be an adjective. But an adjective which fits the context with which we're presented, which means that we need a negative form of the adjective, which is why the answer is unavoidable.